Hello Year 5. Today we're going to be looking at multiplying a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. So yesterday we were doing a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. So before we go on to this, let's just revisit yesterday's learning very quickly. And I'm going to ask you to have a go at working out the product of 24 times 2. So pause this video. Have a go at this, just to remind yourself, just to revise what we did yesterday. Because if you can do this, what we're going to do today isn't going to be too difficult. So pause the video, have a go at 24 times 2. When you've got an answer, push play and I'll go through it. Okay, well done for having a go at that. So 24 times 2. Remember yesterday I said that when we're doing this type of maths, it needs to be neat and it needs to be systematic, with things need to be lined up correctly. So when we're looking at this, before I've written that out, you need to make sure that the 4 and the 2 are both in the ones column. We've got 4 ones here and we're timesing it by 2 ones. So when we're writing out 24 times 2, the 4 and the 2 need to be lined up, both in the ones column. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8, and that's 8 ones, so it just goes directly underneath. Then we're going to move on to 2 times 2. Here we're actually doing 2 times 20, but when we set it out in this method, all we need to do is 2 times 2, which is 4. So nice and simple, the answer would be 48. So we're taking that a step further today, and we're going to be looking at 3 digits times 1 digit. And the first example we're going to have a go at is 436 times 4. So you can see that we've introduced the hundreds column to our multiplication. So we would write that out like this: 436 times 4. So as you can see, we've got the 4 directly under the 6. Have a think about why that might be. You can pause the video. That would be because we've got the ones column here, so the 6 and the 4 are both in the ones column. The 3 represents 3 tens, and the 4 represents 4 hundreds. Okay, so very similar to yesterday. We're going to start on the right, so we do 4 times 6, which is 6, 12, 18, 24. So we'd write the 4 in the ones column, and we're going to carry over the 2 into the tens column because we have 2 tens. So we would then do 4 times 3, which would be 12, and we're going to add the 2, so that would be 14. Once again, we need to carry 1 over into the hundreds column. So this is where it gets a little bit different to yesterday. We're now going to multiply the 4 ones by the 4 hundreds. But again, you don't really need to think about that. You just need to do 4 times 4, which is 16, and you need to add the 1, so it'll be 17. Because we've got 17, we're going to have to carry over 1 into this column here. What column do you think that might be? That's right, that would be the thousands column. So we're now operating in the thousands. So the answer to 436 times 4 would be 1,744. So as you can see, it's not that different to yesterday's work. Let's just go through another example. I'm going to ask you to have a go at this one on your own. So please have a go at 456 times 5. So pause the video, have a go, and then come back to it in a second, and I'll go through the answer. Okay, well done for having a go. So you would write out 456 nice and neatly, and you put the 5 directly under the 6 because they're both in the ones column. So we would do 5 times 6, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So again, we need to carry the 3 into the tens column because it's actually worth 3 tens. And we do 5 times 5, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But we need to add the 3 in there. So that'd be 25, 26, 27, 28. So we put the 8 in the tens column, and we carry the 2 into the hundreds column. Now we would do 5 times 4, which is 20, plus the 2. So once again, we're going to have to put the 2 into the thousands column. So the answer, or the product of 456 times 5 would be 2,280. Have a go at the do it, the twist it, and the solve it. The worksheet's up on the website and the answers are underneath. Best of luck.